Welcome back. Today we are doing a spare tire brake light on this 2015 Jeep. This is my friend Michael. Hey everybody. He's going to be joining us today. So this brake light comes from Car Sam. You can get a link down below. We'll show you how to do it. This is an easy project that you can do. It's pretty simple, and the big difference between a lot of these lights is what they do. This one will light up fully. Some of them will light up kind of around the circle or certain parts, so you just pick the one that you like the pattern. They're pretty easy to install. Basically, we're going to remove this wheel. After that, we're going to take apart the back of the third brake light. These come with a plug that plugs directly in. You don't have to cut any wires or anything like that. And then we're going to put it all back together. So we'll show you how it goes. All right, then we just grab the wheel, pull it off. Okay, once we get to this point, the wiring that we're going for is actually inside of this third brake light. So we can just open up the door here. To remove this, you do need a T20. So I've got the little T20 here on the ratchet. So you got 4 screws in the back here. Like, you're gonna be a Jeep mechanic by the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And when we take that apart, close this a little bit so you can see. Now we can get to the light housing here. This portion stays in place. We can get to the wiring. We're going to go ahead and unplug the wire here. The nice thing is they make these so that they can plug directly in. It does also tell you which way is up. The wires are going to come out the back so that we can plug those in. So you just look for the little up. Go ahead and line it up on the bolts here. That presses in like that. You're going to take this long pigtail, and this pigtail is actually going to go up behind here so that it's not visible from the outside. And basically, you have 2 connections here. This one is replicating what is on the light itself. So we're going to plug in the factory plug into this piece here. Make sure it goes all the way and clicks. They're a little bit tight. The second one is going to go into the light itself, and this one is replicating the factory plug. Once we do that, as you can see, you basically just have connected a pigtail into the chain, so we get to add this light without cutting any wiring or changing anything else. After that, you just need to tuck all this in here, so you kind of see where you can fit it. And then we got all these wires lined up in the middle. Tuck the extra down into the spare tire carrier. There's a hole there where we can fit some wires. Keep this in place while we get this pressed up here, just to make sure the wires are not blocking the holes. Alright, got that all started. And then we're going to bring these screws in. As we do this, we're going to just make sure the wires aren't getting pinched. Alright, so we got those screws in. Everything is flush back here. We're going to go ahead and test this before we put the wheel back on. So I'm going to have Michael jump in here. He's going to press the brake light. And look at that. So it's going to light up. So in addition to his third brake light, now he's going to have technically a 4th brake light. This is going to go inside that spare tire. So we tested it first. That's always a good idea before you go ahead and put everything back together. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and throw the spare tire back on there. Go ahead and line these up, the holes with which direction they need to go. You got to hold that brake light in place while we get the wheel in the right position. Okay, once we have that in the position, we're going to go ahead and put back on our lug nuts. All right, now we've got that all tightened down. And here we go. He's pressing the brakes. We've got all of our brake lights coming up and have added this brake light within the wheel. So it's a really great option. This helps people to see your brake lights a little easier on the Jeep. Sometimes on the Jeep, because the brake light sits so far back behind the spare tire, it can be hard to see the brake lights, especially if they're on an angle. So this just gives you that more visibility with that brake light. So once again, this one comes from Car Sam. This is a great option if you're looking for this pattern of a brake light within your spare tire. Check out the link below. Thanks for watching. This is a really easy project. Takes just about maybe 10 minutes total. Skill level, maybe level 1 or level 2. Very easy, an easy upgrade. Thanks for watching.